please. Oh, my bad. I didn't realize where I was. As always, please excuse the 30-second to minute delay of the ghost ship for appearing to ensure all activities are occurring the way they are supposedly plausibly to be occurring. So, fifth things third, copyright states that things allowed on YouTube are already allowed on YouTube. Therefore, I can present YouTube on YouTube. First thing second, hello return viewers. Hello now viewers. Hello new viewers. Hello previous viewers. Hello current viewers. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Without further ado, here comes the intro.
Hey, Daryl. You good, bro? You ain't picking up calls, dog. What's wrong, man? Daryl, you good? Hey. Hey, Daryl.
Don't lose yourself.
Like snort.
Are you already starting, babysitter? Don't do it. Don't do it. I'll say this. All videos are used for educational purposes. Therefore, clarification of copyright infringement can suck on my big toe. Continuing forward, welcome individual who walked in. We are literally having troubles with the intro music because of stupidity. We will continue back with what we were doing now.
Hey, Daryl. You good, bro? Daryl, you good?
Bro, stop your shit for real. Stop it. Right meow. Stop it right meow. Are you caught up now? Okay, let's do this.
Like snort.
And all I see is propaganda. Propaganda. And all I see is propaganda. Propaganda. And all I see is propaganda. Propaganda. And all
why do we fall? New Year's Eve, they've been dropping the ball. Independent, how we dead in the game. We don't write to the sound of applause. Truth without a line. Ain't never signed, stood and remain the boss. In a world that is full of facades where if you speak, you get nailed to a cross. I won't be silent. Every wound is a pain devotion. They fill words as I purge emotions. Scabs hair as I drop hits that bleed light from demonic omens. The system decides we spend and we buy while most of our time is spent in bed. The dreams we have will stay inside. We sleep and wake and live with regret. The price of life is half the cost. The price of fame could cost your head if it for me is what you seek in propaganda. And all I see is propaganda. And all I see is propaganda. Propaganda. And all I see is propaganda. Propaganda. And all I see is propaganda. Propaganda.
Look what they did, indoctrinated. They convince us all that everything we say is racist, and blood will change it. That's what happens. Y'all need balance. Y'all need blacks and whites and lefts and rights to stop the madness. They planned it. It's Trump or Biden. We all been divided by it in the streets. Elections always been rigged. I ain't surprised when somebody cheats. All I see is pentagrams of the propaganda, but our priority's the vaccine. It ain't hard for wolves to find a flock when the sheep are fast asleep. Too many people lack character. Too many journalists scaring you. Too many pen attempting to rewrite the Constitution. You probably gonna tear it up.
And all I see is propaganda. Propaganda. And all I see is propaganda. Propaganda. And all I see is propaganda. Propaganda. And all I see is propaganda.
It's going to be like this the whole time, buddy. You're not being funny.
I really tried to tell everybody how I But you just laughed, said I'm crazy, stupid, and slightly special, that I should quit or end my life. So now I resent you. Now I'm in a room all by myself. Get your hands off me, I don't need your help. You don't care about me or how I felt. My heart, my mind, my soul, or health. I was so damn heated, I thought I was gonna melt. You discarded my cries, and now I'm gonna have to yell. Just look in my eyes and tell me what they spell. H-E, no eyes, I'm in books, who else? I've been searching, trying to find a way. Trapped inside my mind is where I stay. You torment and laugh at all my pain. For no reward or any type of gain. I feel the rage spreads inside my veins. I see the hate that sticks inside my brain. This life is nice, but I cannot sustain. So I'm here to explain that I ain't an industry nigga. I'm a nigga in the industry. I got a hard dick for pussies who think I'm soft and are not feeling me. Why are you fucking up all of my energy? I did this independently, but you had a large entity. Leave me alone. Don't even mention me. I'm going crazy when I look around, that's why I'm also the remedy clicks. While they're promoting anything, I think this weight on my chest is anxiety. Or maybe I'm tired of dealing with all of these different identities. If they don't like me, then it's jealousy. Talk behind my back because they know I got the sauce and I'm cooking up this recipe. I can't let you get the best of me. You are not my dog, I've said it before, but if you were, I would name you Penelope. You cannot save face, I will feast on your heart on a plate on a Sunday, and I won't even say grace. Take it out, let it rip like a Beyblade, then take your mind and try to find where I reside, cause I'm living for free inside, but I think it's time I move away and vacate. You make me LOL, no JK. Just admit you fucking hate me. Want to try and humiliate me, but no matter what you do, you're never gonna break me. No matter what you do, you ain't never gonna change me. I'm unique. You're a copycat, and by the way you treat me, I can tell it drives you crazy. So here's my advice. Focus on yourself, because you can't build yourself up by breaking down someone else. And yeah, I know negativity sells, but it's not worth the karma you get dealt, because it comes around like a boomerang and whips you like a belt. You don't want to be me. You can't get on this level. I'm on par with the God. Sat down, didn't sign, then spat in the face of the devil. You built up too much animosity, and it's obviously causing you to be an atrocity. And it slows your whole flow, and that's the scientific definition of viscosity.
What's so funny?
You really want to know?
Now you gotta copy me. Now you gotta say you didn't get your swag off of me. Now you gotta spend all your money trying to keep up with me. You don't even know what it takes or what it costs to be. Now you gotta talk about me in public and try to discredit me to the sheep while fucking puppets and try to pretend that I'm way below when I'm way above it. When everybody knows it makes me sick to my fucking stomach, so I'm about to cook and pop, shove it in cocks, buckets, hit you with a cock, suck it in cocks, hit you with a couple of big buckets. Please someone put them all together, that makes five. I'm quintuplet, everybody knows that I go hard. I'm straight rugged, heating up the Fahrenheit levels only inside ovens. You are now an enemy, don't expect to be fist bumping. If you see me, better get moving, buddy, and start running. Start telling people be hating because I be jaw drop. When they come battle me, they be jaw. I get the Peter piping on your shitty riding while I get the pepper big titty. But I'm the motherfucking king, bitch. Don't even try. But if you do, I'll ask. Why so serious? Stop acting like you're on your period. My comments can't take breaks. I'm stacking like bricks on ancient pyramids. How you drive me out when I'm steering it? I'm 6'2", these bars too high, boy. You ain't clearing it. You're like a virgin to me, aka no experience. I'm about to make your head bounce off the wall. 911 is what you have. Call. Hit you with a cross and make your back fall. Hit you with a pouch just like my boy Gasol. Why so serious? Why so serious? Why so serious?
Well, that song was a not excuse me. That song was a lot nicer than the first one. Okay, on to the next one.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world. Knows it all, just wanna have total control.
This world is changing, I had to accept it. They ask my political views while I search for their hidden agendas. I don't got an answer, I try to remember the devil divides. Pressure appears from our peers. Those arguments waste our time while helping to push their lies, so fuck political views. I got common sense. I know God made man, and the sun sets on a life where we focus on things that we cannot control and accumulate so much regret. By the time we decide to live, we're practically already dead. So I go to sleep with the thoughts of 45 years living in debt, 45 years can't pay rent, 45 years just for a pension. I'm too old to enjoy and go spend 45 years working and slaving for rich men with no time for my family and friends. Then I'll wake up and pray that it ends.
Living in the new world with an whole soul. The rich men know the rich men, Lord knows it all. Just wanna have total control.
Descendants of Adam and Eve, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. They're taking God out the schools. Our kids don't know what to believe. From 6 to 18, the curriculum fails, and Gen Z gets taught by their phones with forced feeds that get sponsored and paid by companies. That's how they attack us. It starts with the youth. If you lie enough, you'll convince anybody the lie's the truth. So telling these kids they can choose their own gender at ages they can't even tie their own shoes. Drive or drink is crazy. Common sense isn't common unless it pays me. That's the thought process daily. Look at the content. We're creating lies, diluting our brains. I'm done trying to argue online with these people who think that a vote's gonna bring about change. How many presidents does it take to have a life worth living? An actual comfortable wage. No more school shootings. Let's unite these states.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, People like you wish.
Telling these kids they can choose their own gender at ages they can't even tie their own. Crazy common sense isn't common unless it pays me. That's the thought process daily. Look at the content we're creating, lies diluting our brains. I'm done trying to argue online with these people who think that a vote's gonna bring about change. How many presidents does it take to have a life worth living? An actual comfortable wage. No more school shootings. Let's unite these states.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to. For people like me, people like you, wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new Richmond. Lord knows we all just wanna have total control.
Working around, working around, working around. We're on Dax Cube. No, we're not on Dax Cube. That was Dax Cube. Excuse me, that was Dax Cube. We're working on Dax Quinn. Nope, I'm going to save the new song for last. Here we roll.
Understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what.
Being a man is what you make it. You can't always live up to expectations. You try to please everybody while you struggle, so you fake it and end up out of balance, compromising situations. As a good man, do what he should, man. Give everything he has and do everything he could, man. You might find yourself feeling all alone inside a house you built that you don't recognize as home. And that's what my daddy told me, and I'll tell my son the same. Now that I'm older, I relate and I actually feel his pain. He never cried, he might have lied, but he did not complain. And he said, son, one day you'll have to do the same. I get emotional when I stop and think and I look around beyond the county lines of my small town. I think about all the men out there who feel like I do now, who are screaming on the inside but won't ever make a sound.
I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Don't give up, keep fighting. As a man, our sun is our horizon, and our father's actions play a role, and we end up like them. So they can't let us see them hurt, cause we'll embody what they do and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed, all the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with their mental health, then grab that bottle and ask for help, try to pull themselves out of hell, then fall back down and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's the circle of life. As a man you provide, they don't know what you're worth till the day that you die, and that's when they start crying. Then move on to a man to confide. That's why we can't hide. We just hold what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and you don't care about what we know. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home. That home. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home.
All right. You've been here since the beginning. I've been making an onion layer, 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 layer. And here you go. Dax Quinn.
Where I feel free to let things go and face this evil that burdens my soul. I bring my hatred, I pack my pain, all the emotions I cannot explain. It's where I found God and filled that hole. It's He, myself, and I on that lonely dirt road. I needed somewhere to take my mistakes. I didn't want my family to see me cry. They'll never know I'm carrying all of this weight, dealing with the pressure of trying to provide. No sign of struggle can show on my face. They ask if I find my peace. I remember Daddy told me about some times like these. On that road is where my mind's at. I keep driving life away, rejecting change. So when I need those, where I feel free to let things go and face this evil that burdens my soul. I bring my hatred, I pack my pain, all the emotions I cannot explain. It's where I found God and fill that hole. It's He and I to plant the seeds, and then I watered everything that was in my life. But as a man, the only flowers that you get are when you're 6 feet under on the day you die. I think I feel the pain my father felt. It's finally sinking in. Looking back, all I see is his eyes. He said that house is not a home unless you build it on respect, with some kids and a loving wife. If these walls could talk, I'd bet they'd say it's all my fault, that I don't try hard, that I ain't man enough, that I ain't standing up, that I just burn everything that my hands touch. Whoa. If these walls could talk, I'd bet they'd say I'm to blame, that I'm the one who put myself inside of all of these chains, that my addictive personalities what ran them away, and that I hurt myself. His eyes in me is taking a dangerous toll that I'm paying with all of my soul. When I need space, that's where I go, a place to escape that nobody knows, where I feel free to let things go and face this evil that burdens my soul. I bring my hatred, I pack my pain, all the emotions I cannot explain. It's where I found God and filled that hole. It's He, myself, and I on that lonely dirt road.
Oh, it's this one. Yeah. See? That yeah, there's more than un of self here. So yeah, hi. Yeah, we exist. I got nothing. We're just here because there's nothing else. So yeah, what show? There is no show. Couldn't do that one again because yeah. So we are here, and I forgot what I wanted to say. Didn't have anything to really say anyway. But that was a nice little onion for the intro. Welcome return viewers, welcome current viewers, welcome reviewers. All videos shown here that are from YouTube are presented as such and are for educational purposes to abide with all copyright laws. Now wipe my ass with the paperwork. StreamYard is at the top. Oh, there's that part of the script. We are an NC-17 streamcast. We will say or show anything we choose within the boundaries of excluding the boundaries of between the belly button and the mid thigh. Anything else is excused upon this podcast because of freedom of speech and freedom of expression. The only thing I'd like to state upon all of that discretion is, ladies, if you want to come up and show your tits, just say you're trying to explain how to extract breast milk and then just whoop them right out. Moving along. What else do we have on the agenda? I have no fucking clue, but please hold as I get messages from Queen in the background. Please hold. I made a funny. She's being serious. It's reverse roles at this point in time. She's being serious. I'm not being serious. Whereas I'm being serious, she's not being serious. So yay! How much Russian disinformation can we expect on this stream? Russian. Wait a minute. You really want to start some shit? We got some shit started. That's hilarious. Where's it at? It's right here. It's right there. There it is. You're welcome. Goodbye. Get off the stage, bitch. Okay, now we're back. See, it's one of those days where I'm looking at you and I'm ready to smile. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? We talk about anything. You want to know why I stay on Putin? For the pure and simple fact that what would you think if somebody came into your country and said that you had to take off all these little bitty niches and notches and break them off into little bitty old countries? That sounds a lot like what the colonists did to the Native Americans after they stole their land. But I said nothing. I said nothing. I said nothing. And guess what? My answer to that question is the third wave experiment. I'm being so rude. I'm being so rude. Here we go. Here we go. Here it comes. Here it comes. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Here it comes. So, yeah, we'll get down here. We'll get down there. We'll get down there. Okay, that was for the Putin comment. Now we get down here, and the answer to this comment was the third wave experiment. You're welcome. So, do I really have to go get a video? Dadgummit. Yeah, that thing. That thing. What That is not what I clicked on. I did not click on the P. Diddy diss. I clicked on the third wave experiment. That is not the correct thing. Why are you giving me the wrong thing in this history class? Stop giving me the P. Diddy dumb shit that don't work right. It's not what I'm asking for. Now, what we do is we pause the video and we sit here and ramble for a while. And where's a spot? Hold on. I'll figure it out. Dag nab you, can you just spit something that works? Can I see something that works? What are you doing here? Okay, let's just get this shit on stage. Hello, Snarks. Hello, Snarks. Okay, let's throw this down. Let's throw this down. Let's throw this down. All right. We're doing this. We're doing this. All right, this thing right here. Let's unmute this so that this can play. Can we get? Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. All right, here. This third wave experiment. Give you a justification of what's going on here. Let's do that. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. All right, this is a teacher. This is a teacher teaching a class, and he's doing a experiment, a non-violent, non-threatening experiment. Where is those words? Where's those words? Oh, don't click the wrong button, dumbass. We're doing things right now. Okay. We're going to do an experiment, a non-threatening experiment. And day one. This is what they learned. Day one. Where's the next one? Oh, they learn rules from teacher. Like we learn shit from teacher, okay? What wasn't that day two? Oh no. That is day two. Okay, and where's it at? Is it here somewhere? It's here somewhere. The third wave experiment. Yeah, pause. Okay. We're discussing the third wave experiment from this question. From this question, we're discussing the third wave experiment. Okay. Now let's make this a little bigger so that can be seen. This was day two. All right. That's what the students learned about on day two. Now let's scroll down through here, which meant that now it scrolls out this big. Like it's not just in the classroom anymore. It's grown from the school to back at your house. So did anybody say anything? Nope. Okay, so we're back at over here. What am I looking for now? Okay. And then we came to the point where we're still on day two, everybody. We came to the point where we greet everybody with a specific hand gesture. Okay? Gesture. Yeah, gesture, not gesture. Gesture, like the clown. I said that intentionally. Moving forward. This is day three. Let's make sure everybody can see what day three was. This was day three. This was the lesson for day three. And once again, to remind everybody, the question was this, and I'm explaining the third wave experiment. Okay? All right, let me get out of the way so you can actually, the third wave experiment. Okay? All right, everybody's following through, right? I'm not going to spoil the story just yet. This is day three, everybody. So through this, where are we at? Nope. Through this, we've grown from the size of the class, which was maybe 4 or 5 by 4 or 5. And we've grown this big. The number of members inside of this experiment, just for a point of reference. And now that everything's growing, the teacher has handed out specific little note cards and specific little items. Where's another one? Where's another one? Yeah, there's a box, there's cards, and there's wristbands, but I can't find a picture of the wristband off the top above this. And this is what I want to explain next. Somebody was doing bad things. Somebody who actually had authority was doing bad things. So the one in charge scolded them with a mere stare, a mere look. Made everyone, hello flock, hello my flock, made everyone realize what had been occurring, what has been going on within this little skit that's going on. We're still day 3. This is the end event of day 3, where a student had brought to the attention of the teacher that there had been wrongdoings in the community, but the whole point was it was all a coup, some sort of the one that needed to be scolded was wrongfully persecuting other members. So the teacher, with a simple glare, fixed that issue. All right. So this is day 4. Rabbi and mommy call the teacher. A rabbi and a mom calls teacher on day 4. At the end of day 4, because day 3 to day 4, after this incident, it became so much. Where is it? Where's this little piece? Come on, meow. Show the little piece. It became so much of A, B, and C telling on each other that by day 5, it had gone to this kind of mess, where one was telling on the other back and forth, like nobody could figure out what the story was anymore. So at that point in time, the teacher shut it down. Well, he didn't exactly shut it down. He did this kind of scenario. All members were separated from classroom. From the whole set, everybody was told that the ones who were watching everybody else went to the library. The ones who were members were sent to go to the auditorium hall to see who the next leader of their experiment, the third wave experiment, was going to, who was the next leader. So teacher comes in and literally, this is what they find: a podium, a desk, and a television set. Crazy as shit. It just starts playing 30 minutes. It literally plays. And he sits down and explains, you just fell for exactly what everybody in Nazi Germany did whenever they came through and just did what they did. You just followed the crowd of what you're being told by an authority figure. And that's exactly what it was. So, the question that brought this up, will Boba Fett be a good leader? Well, in a sense, leadership requires a harsh judgment as well as a gentle guiding understanding in order to make proper decisions for more than just themselves. For the simple fact, well, if one has everything, which is a society we're living in now, as I stop to look around, we have what we require. We don't require much else. Yet luxury provides comfort. And from my personal experience, comfort comes with a price. Yeah. Some of you already know what that price of comfort is. The price of comfort Now realize what I'm saying before you misunderstand what I've said before I say it. The word price. You pay. You pay. Okay? You pay the price for comfort. Is everybody paying attention? Because I don't want to say this word and you misunderstand what the fuck I just said. You are paying this for your comfort. Understand the words I am stating. The price for comfort is security. Now, I will literally give you 30 seconds for that to soak in. The price for comfort is security. What is the price for freedom? The price of freedom? Sacrifice. Now, what does that mean? We just found out that the price of comfort was security. If I told you that the price of freedom is sacrifice, what does that mean? What does that mean to you? Two different questions. What does that mean? What does that mean to you? $15, $14, $13, $12, $11, $10, $9, $8, $7, $6, $5, $4, $3, $1.
And the nation and the million faces will together made for elevation. And the soldier won't surrender faith as I can fly the never pursue embers. The voice of the unheard, love is the answer. I gotta speak your mind, that's how I feel inside. I can't sit here quiet. You can take my heart, you can take my breath when you're crying from the cold dead chest. This is how we rise up, heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up, heart is beating faster, feels like thunder, magic static. Call me a fanatic, it's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up, it's our resistance. You can't resist us. Can you hear me? Are you listening? Sleeping in the shadows could be making history. Through the fire, on the water, used to be a slave, but now you are a conqueror. They can take my heart, they can take my breath when they're crying from the cold dead chest. This is how we rise up, heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. We're rising up, 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 up. Rising up, 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 up. We're rising up, 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 up. Rising up, 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 up. We're rising up, up, up. Oh, it's our resistance. You can resist us. This is how we rise up. Heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder, magic, static. Call me a fanatic. It's our world. They can never have it. This is how we rise up. It's our resistance. You can resist us. How could this affect my life? How could I affect the outcome? So why even try? For what? For what? For what? For what? A coward can save the day when the bravest of men just stand by. So easy to say. So what? So what? So what? So what if we all stand up? What if we don't give in? What if we trade our complacency for a force that will be ignored? How can we just give up? How can we just give in? What if the silence majority wasn't silent anymore? A candle's the smallest light, but a handful becomes a lighthouse, shining the night for us, for us, for us, for us. The one with is really the one to follow. Silence the noise. So what? So what? So what? So what if we all stand up? What if we don't give in? What if we trade our complacency for a force that won't be ignored? How can we just give up? How can we just give in? What if the silence majority wasn't silent anymore? Hurry up, the world needs this. Speak up now, or we can pick up the pieces. Hurry up, the world needs this. Speak up now, or we can pick up the pieces. Hurry up, the world needs this. Speak up now, or we can pick up the pieces. What if we, what if we, what if we, what if we all stand up? What if we don't give in? What if we trade our complacency for a force that won't be ignored? How can we just give up? How can we just give in? What if the silence majority wasn't silent anymore? Hurry up, the world needs this. Hurry up, the world needs this.
So, yeah, here we are with nothing left to say. And you ask, why is there nothing left to say? Because what hasn't already been being said? I already know. And you know what? I kind of like that idea. I kind of like that idea. The idea was to share a video that I've had since the beginning of my progression. And the way that I've watched it grown through the years, man, the number of views that this video has gotten. And I'm not saying it's like fucking extravagant, holy shit. But my point being is that this video, when I originally found it, it was below 200,000 views. Now, I'm not stating that I'm the reason that it's grown to nearly 2 million views. I put it as third on the playlist of things not allowed to be seen for a very simple reason. Those who don't know, the first video of things not allowed to be seen is the idea. The second video of things not allowed to be seen is the good stuff, the lighthearted stuff, the light things. But the third video, that video, that's the bad things that happen because you've accepted. Without further ado,
I understand the frustration involved in being awake to the evil reality that surrounds us, only too well. Frustration from knowing the truth, having seen all the evidence, the sadness, the disappointment, the anger, and the feeling of being too insignificant to be able to do anything about it. For those of us who have chosen to walk down the cruel path of reality, over living in the mass media-induced bubble of illusion, created for us by our criminal overlords, the mental anguish can really be a tough one to deal with, especially considering the reactions we usually receive upon trying to advise and inform those that we care about of the evil nightmare that's lurking right outside of their bubble. It's like they don't want to know. Right. Well, what I've come to realize is that the awakening is something that must be self-induced. It's not that they don't want to know. It's that they just don't want to find out from you.
yes, I will periodically pause it and state something, or what has just been stated was important enough to relish a moment as you catch up mustard relish along your path.
When discovering the fact that our entire society is plagued with political corruption, and everything we have believed in is really a great big lie, most people, it seems, prefer to wander this path alone. At least until the whole acceptance part is dealt with, then it's the more the merrier. But until someone chooses to burst that bubble for themselves, nothing that you tell them will ever penetrate it. So, what I have found to be the best tactic when it comes to awakening others, is to just shut up and keep it to myself. That's when the strangest thing happens. People start to get curious and they begin to ask questions. And this is a whole different kettle of fish. When they are asking, they are usually prepared to listen to your reply. And this one you can sneak a couple of facts into their bubble to get the ball rolling. But then, just leave it there and let them do the rest on their own. They'll come back once they've dealt with the acceptance. As this mass global awakening occurs, 3 groups, or standpoints, see what appeared. To categorize how everyone perceives the information. Group 1, the awakened, also the how everyone perceives the information. Group 1, the awakened, also the majority. These are the folks who take in the information for what it is, and after researching the subjects, and carefully examining all of the evidence, they come to the conclusion that indeed we are the victims of a massive, severe, manipulative and downright evil conspiracy, perpetrated over generations, by a handful of elite whom we often refer to as the ruling class. These extremely wealthy families have been completely responsible for instigating and executing almost every major war, tragedy, attack, assassination, political overthrow, economic crisis and global strategic event throughout our entire history. These people control our financial systems, our governments, our foreign policy, our entire mainstream media, and therefore our world, from behind the scenes, through organizations like the Trilateral Commission, the CFR, and groups or secret societies like the Bilderberg Group, Skull and Bones, the Freemasons, and the Illuminati, just to name a few. With this understood, Group 1 are totally aware and awake to the criminal elements who are pulling the strings of the political puppets we call our governments, and can generally see things for what they really are. Group 2.
All right. He firmly explained that Group 1 is individuals who know it's a facade and know it's all a scam and want to get rid of the pseudoscience constantly in our face. Now, before he explains Group 2, I have to explain something. The word and, the word but, and the word or. And means all or both, okay? But means anything before what I have said doesn't matter. Listen to what I'm about to say. Or means pick one. Now, there's a reason why I'm emphasizing this, and I will do it whenever he gets to the line, which is very close. Hello, Mr. Limey Redneck. Please hold, we're in the middle of a video.
The Deniers. This group represents the sheeple of our world, those that are either too stupid or too emotionally weak to accept.
Now, understand that he said the word or. Group 2 consists of individuals that are not intelligent enough or too emotionally weak. Okay. Pick one if you know somebody of such, because they can go with one of these two. Now, I will back it up so you can hear the beginning of Group 2 more clearly after the explanation of what he is attempting to say instead of what your brain wants to twist it into because you've already been brainwashed so far that you think I'm psychotic. And this is to the people who think I'm psychotic, because that's the mindset you've allowed yourself to go into your entire life. So therefore, your brain is going to reason with you. A little thing called cognitive dissonance. Back to the video.
And can generally see things for what they really are. Group 2, the Deniers. This group represents the sheeple of our world, those that are either too stupid or too emotionally weak to accept the harsh and brutal reality of the societies we live in. Therefore, they turn a blind eye to the obvious corruption and refuse to acknowledge or even look at the massive amounts of irrefutable evidence because it wasn't shown to them on the 6 o'clock news. Most of the people in this group are deep down somewhat aware of the truth, but they deny it exists because it would ultimately cause reason for them to have to completely reevaluate their way of thinking and their basic understanding of reality in general. Group 3.
All right, there's a reason why we paused again. Rewatchers, thank you very much for being there. Current viewers, thank you very much for being there. And previous viewers, thank you very much for being here. Each individual group, you can understand what's going on here. You can understand the points where I pause at, the point where I originally paused at. Some people just don't want to hear it from you. I'm re-emphasizing all of this because actually there's a part where I'm going to have to read the monologue at the end for everybody, just in case you can't read or you prefer listening to a voice. So whenever the Star Wars text style starts cascading, that's the moment where I'll be speaking the rest of the video.
The guilty. These people are the criminal. Ending of reality in general. Group 3. The guilty. These people are the criminals, the shills and the liars. They are also the direct enemies of all decent humanity. These immoral pieces of shit everywhere they can. They have no standard of morals, no substance or integrity, and are guilty of treason, among many other crimes. They intentionally corrupt the flow of truthful information, in order to invoke confusion on those who seek truth and understanding. They are a cancer on humanity, and ultimately deserve to be hung by their necks, until they are dead. I do believe, we are steadily approaching a point, where the awakened people will actually outnumber the ignorant, and we all need to push for this to happen, because when the aware become the majority, is when mob rule will work to our advantage, and we will finally be able to take action, and rip the head off the snake, once and for all. But as long as we are a minority, anyone who attempts to take any kind of action, will be quickly suppressed by the majority. So, the most effective strategy we have right now, is to slip a fact or two into as many people's bubbles as we can, and then let human nature take it from there. Before too long, being an ignorant sheeple will become uncool, and then we're home free.
This is our world. Let's take it back. My friends, we have before us an opportunity unlike anything that's ever been presented to us since the very dawn of humanity. We have a chance to finally rid our world of the evil that has dominated mankind for centuries. Never before have so many been so aware and awake to the truth about the real rulers who have manipulated our government, stolen our wealth, sent us to die in pointless wars formed on lies and propaganda. We are the only ones with the power to put an end to their reign of evil. They wish to bring more death and destruction on a scale like nothing we've ever seen before. But I'm not willing to allow that to happen. Let's go forth and show everyone the light. Unite all humanity to unleash our desire for truth and justice, and an end to the WHO. Oops. What else is here? I think the rest of this is blank. Yeah, the rest of that is blank. We'll call it blank. If you want to digress into the next few minutes of musical instruments that do their thing. If you're intellectual, you know exactly what I said. If you don't know what I said, go read a book and figure out what I'm talking about harmonic frequencies and resonances. So, yeah. I require a song to be playing for about 3 to 5 minutes because I have nothing for now. Once again, I am at the Nothing Burger stage, and I'd like to go smoke a cigarette. And I may have more than just my cigarette to worry about whenever I go out and walk around. I may get distracted, so I need something that has a little bit of length. And if y'all would excuse me for a moment so that I can go see what the flipper. Yep, so I can see what the flipper. Pay attention, you caught it. And no, I'm not going to force you to sit through something boring, guys. I'm not that big of a dickhead. Yeah. Well, we're trying to find a song to distract for about 5 to 10 minutes, so I can go seed around the house, smoke a cigarette. And I don't know what to throw up here. Well, that's a nice one. I think I'll do this. Oh, yeah, I can finally say the line I set up earlier. All right, men, ladies, gentlemen, germs, holes, sticks, worms, slugs. Oh, Queen's here. Ice cream. Whatever you choose to identify yourself as. We're gonna take an intermission. It's been an hour.
Creeping, relentless, like a shadow you can never quite shake off. Always there, lurking, waiting to strike. None of us do. Tick, tock. You hear that? That's the sound of everything slipping away from you. Seconds, minutes, hours, days, your life, and yet here you are, wasting it. Sitting there thinking you'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow. What a joke. You know the truth, don't you, deep down? Yeah, you do. Tomorrow doesn't exist. It's a pretty little lie we tell ourselves so we can sleep at night. Oh, I'll do it later. I've got time but time. My friend, time has you. Tick, tock. The clock is laughing at you. It's laughing because it knows something you don't. It always wins. Doesn't matter how fast you run. Doesn't matter how hard you try. Time catches everyone, and when it does, well, that's when it gets fun. You see, time is the only thing you can never get back. Money? You can make more. Friends? Yeah, you can find new ones. But time, it slips through your fingers like sand, and before you know it, you're standing there, looking back at a wasteland of missed chances, regrets, and what-ifs. What a tragedy. What a waste. But here's the real kicker. You're not dead yet. Not yet. That heart of yours, it's still beating, isn't it? That's your only chance, your ticket out of this little time prison you're stuck in. It's not over. Not if you move right now. Not if you grab time by the throat and force it to bend to your will. You have two choices, my friend. Two, You either let time control you, suffocate you, wrap its cold hands around your neck until you fade into nothing, or you outrun it. You flip the script, you make time your servant, your tool. It's a game, don't you see? A game of speed, a game of intensity, of chaos. You have to move faster than you've ever moved. Be sharper, be hungrier, be ruthless. Because that's the only way to beat time, to move so fast that it can't catch you. But you don't want that, do you? Nah, you like being comfortable, Jew. You like sitting back and saying, I'll do it tomorrow. That's the funny thing about comfort. It lulls you into this sweet little fantasy that time is patient. But time isn't patient. Time is a killer. You want to know something? I get it. I get why you do nothing. I get why you waste your days. Because it's easier. It's easy. Fighting is hard. Facing the reality that you've wasted so much. That's hard. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much time you've wasted. Doesn't matter how many days, weeks, years you've thrown away. What matters is right now. Yeah, now this moment, the moment when you realize that the only thing standing between you and everything you've ever wanted is time. And here's the punchline. It's yours to steal from you. But hey, don't worry. There's a way out. Oh, there's always a way out. All you have to do is move. Faster than time. Faster than fear. Faster than the excuses you keep feeding yourself. Do you want to know how to outrun time? It's simple. You stop thinking. Stop waiting. Stop planning for a perfect moment. There's no perfect moment. There's just now. Now is all you've got. The rest is a lie. The future doesn't exist. The past? Dead. You think you're special? You think time's gonna make an exception for you? It's already on its way to bury you. But me? Oh, I run like hell. Every single day. I move so fast, time can barely keep up. But you're just standing there, looking at the clock, hoping for a miracle. But here's the thing, nobody's coming to save you. There is no miracle, just you and the clock. Tick tock. The only way to beat it is to stop waiting. Stop wasting. Start doing. You don't have time to second guess. You don't have time to doubt. You want something? Take it. Take it now. Before time takes you. You know, time, it's the ultimate villain. It's patient. It doesn't care if you cry, beg, or plead. It just keeps moving. And it's coming for you, whether you're ready or not. Here's the beauty of it. If you move, if you live every second like it's your last, you can outrun it. You can turn the tables. You can make time your secret, the one no one ever tells you. You have to move faster than time, faster than anyone else. That's how you win. That's how you outrun the ticking clock that's breathing down your neck. Don't you get it? You've been given time, but it's not yours forever, and it's slipping faster than you think. So run like hell. Outrun time. Outpace it. Be so fast, so wild, so unstoppable that even time itself struggles to keep up with you. So what's it going to be, huh? Are you going to sit there waiting for time to catch up to you? Or are you going to stand up right now and start running faster than you've ever run before, faster than your fear, faster than your regrets, faster than the excuses? Because here's the truth. Time doesn't care. It's not going to wait for you. It's coming. Whether you're ready or not. But you can be ready. You can outrun it if you've got the guts to move, to fight, to take control. So what's it going to be? Are you ready to outrun time?
I apologize for the delay. I just wanted to make sure it was actually paused. Yeah. I thought that was a good enough video to actually save and present to everybody at some point in time. Please tell me the audience can hear you.
I hope so.
Because apparently I can't.
I hope the audience can hear
I don't know
me.
if I showed that one. Okay, now I see your bubble moving, but I can't hear you.
Well, shit.
Please hold. All right, let's try it this way. Can I hear you on this side?
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you on this side.
Oh, good.
Yeah, see? I am here as well as I am here.
Oh, look. 2 places at once.
Right. So, this is actually his show, but yeah. So, welcome to Divide the Audience, Queen Bitch. I also had a second song for whatever was next, but somebody arrived to the stage. Welcome Queen Bitch to the stage, and she can divide the audience just as well as the next song can. How are you doing? How's your life?
Good. How about you?
Man, I'm here. I'm pounding a board against a brick wall. So how does that feel?
As long as your board doesn't break.
Ha 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 ha. Okay, now time to make sure we clear out the you're gonna like this. You're gonna like this, even though it's East Coast. Even though it's East Coast, I think you're gonna like this because of what's being shown and represented. Okay.
Okay.
Oh. The disclaimer is noticed. Do you want to read it? Do you want to read it, or do you want me to read it? Yes, out loud.
No,
ma'am.
I'm not eating that. I'm not reading that or eating it.
Great, I can't hear you again.
You deserve. Can the audience hear me? Put the one in the chat if you can hear me. Anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hello? Am I being sound? Can you hear the sound of my voice? Fucking snarky! Fucking snarky. That's funny. Anything?
Yes, I can hear you, but okay. I apologize for the inconvenience. Did you read this or no?
To myself?
Haha. The last thing I said was out loud, and then I saw your bubble moving, but no. Yeah. I apologize, audience. I'll read it. The visuals The visuals you are about to see may contain ancient hidden facts, but we do not intend to offend anyone's religion or belief system. Throughout all time, the boundless surge of spiritual energies has inspired leaders, sages, and visionary respective to the balanced energy, which gave them backbone into giving tangibility to a greater vision, which in turn sprang forth into communities of boundaries, magnitude, and for the preserving unreciprocative mental. So, enjoy the show. Let me double check, triple check, quadruple check.
Late. I, the black ruler that comes forth from smile. But this I didn't learn until it was too late. I, the black ruler that comes forth from Smai Tyree. I, the almighty ruler. Eyes fiery, and darkness is not a color, for I was in darkness and I created light, incubated in night, meditated in sight. And you ask why I wear all white? Alright, I'm a Nibiru, also referred to as an Elohim by the Hebrews, and Vishnu to the Hindus. I'm from the temples in Eridu, call me Apsu. I'm Tiamat, the obelisk shadows 3 o'clock. Walk with us to see Enoch. The mystery key unlocks. The coffin text he speaks, we watch.
People of Thebes, ask pity of the gods. Pharaoh is dead.
Not quite. Open his tomb. All praise to Amun and the sun, which is Ra. Later combined, Amun Ra. Moon and star. Your road snows. We toyed with the cobras. We showed them our culture. The same goes for Joseph. I show you them as pharaohs, but different names in their sculptures. Olmecs, Hotep. I am Menace. My thoughts are endless. My courts are crimson. And I am Thoth, the one before Musa when the law was given. You are my children. And I am Osiris, the rider of death. And I am his brother Set. Ra, the sun rises and the sun sets. Abraham kneels before Melchizedek as the 24 elders held the text. Over Isis, Ra, El, hold the scale, hold him still while his feet and palms are nailed. Behold, the pale horse gallops along the trail. The name for gods were El, Shaddad, Nimrod, mighty hunter. His statue atop of the ziggurat steps. Me, Lamu, and Lahamu. Then Anshar, then Kishar, and their offsprings was Antu, Kai, and Anu. From Chaldeans, the owl is seen. During night, upon the Nile, a child is floating down, streaming. But you have penalized angels and crowned demons. Come, meet Queen Hatshepsut. We star-winged celestial animals. We were here in the prehistoric Mexico. No, we're not skeletal. And no, they were never an embryo. Dynastic period indigo. The Sahelanthropus traditions descendants, the species that mimic our kindreds. But we were monkeys.
People of Thebes, ask pity of the gods. Pharaoh is dead.
Not quite, for we came from the darkest part of the night. For within the shadows, the pharaohs gave you the apple to bite. These are the knowledge of good and evil. We also have the fruits to the tree of life. This is my key. Put it in, turn it, unlock it, and you will no longer be mummies. Around the garden, the meditating monks breathe slow and deep, and above the garden, the stars rearrange monthly. 12 zodiacs. Please don't react, but it seems like Adam and Eve had company. Come with me, see the god they called Enki or Ea. His record was kept in the forms they wrote called Cunea. At that time, they were doomsayers, soothed prayers, tomb raiders. It was called a departure. The moon was split, or it was hit with ships that left moon craters. Here's the meta nature. Nature is where you get nature. Let's read the Vedas. Please, I need debaters. Do you believe in vapor or what you see on paper? The Alpha and the Omega, or the algebra creators? We are ancient, and you call us pagans.
People of Thebes, ask pity of the gods. Pharaoh is dead.
For your sake, because you have met with ill fortune. Do not regret that you were required to sell our tomb, for all existence is vanity. We desire no life in the hereafter. We will know no always that we lived. But for you who came to us from the river when we were already old, were the greatest joy of our lives. May your heart be shielded from sorrow. Such is the desire of your father.
Behold, his feet and his arms was black in the temple of Karnak, and along their walls show images of wars during Nubian combat. Above that were shapes and symbols of creatures like they had alien contact.
Here in the house of death.
Above it all, atop of the hall, the Sumerian star maps that kept the record to when the heavens made Abraham his contract. All compact, Sargon's plaque over Akkad, Belshazzar, kings, elder gods, in and outside of the realms of ours. Images of Thutmose III and King Tut close to birds. Do not touch or disturb the Egyptian magician's words. His arm brush, his vision blurred, his wisdom slurred.
What do you watch here in the house of death?
Nin Gazeta, attend to the cedar, make them believe us. Where is thy brother, Abel? Am I my brother's keeper? Who are the other speakers? Those from the upper ethers. Wings like a raven, I am no pagan.
What do you watch here in the house of death? What do you watch here in the house of death?
I brought you the bodies of a man and a woman to be preserved by your heart, so that they may enjoy eternal life.
As you say, we are artists here. What can you pay for our services?
I have nothing. Nothing? Throw this carrion in the river. Wait. I'm willing to work here, to pay for the embalming,
For as long as you say I must. Work here. Only condemned criminals. But the accursed of the gods seek work in the house of death. There is no man here who is not better than I am. Put on the work.
Now we're here. Please take the stage.
Here. Dear God. Dear Lord. Dear Egyptians.
Okay, so apparently that's the wrong side.
Oh, what?
All right, what about this side?
Can you hear me?
Works, but yeah, I can hear you. I was hearing myself twice was the issue.
You hear yourself twice more than one time. You might start talking to yourself.
It happens all. That's why I on this side having all the buttons, but this guy is who's live once again. So, yeah. I don't know what we're doing. What show? Your turn.
Oh. It's been crazy with the solar storm. Everyone, if you are having electronical issues and electrical issues, do not fret. It is the solar storm in space. The northern lights are lower than what they should be.
All right. So, 2 solar events as well as an electromagnetic storm have passed through the Earth's geomagnetic range since Mother's Day, roughly this year. What has been and is occurring since the beginning of this month is the snapback of all of that energy hitting us, because all of the energy hitting us is what is actually detrimental to most individuals on the planet. The snapback that I'm describing is what is detrimental to the planet itself. So, the snapback happened at the beginning of this month, according to the Gregorian calendar. So, with that in mind, during the events of what was it? I swear
the solar storm affected the northern lights, which made it lower to be seen.
According to the Gregorian calendar, I think it was between May 13th, 2024 and October 8th. Let me look at this calendar one more time. 8th this year.
Yeah.
We got hit on the 13th. We snapped on the 8th of this year. So, basically what I'm trying to say is everything is settling down. Get back to your normal, regularly scheduled routines. The reason why you were also pissed off is because of all these extra particles between the Kármán line and 100 feet below the ground you walk upon were ionizing, which explains why. Let's not get into HAARP and cloud seeding, because some people don't believe that the government has the ability to steer the weather.
Oh.
Like I said, steer the weather and make it stronger. They can't control weather or make it weaker. Do you understand what I just said? You understand what I just said?
Yes, I do.
They can make it stronger or put up a barrier. They can't exactly tell it where to go or reduce the strength of something. But here's the but. Like we discussed earlier, and but or, regardless of what I've just stated, all of this extra ionization, because of this equipment we already have, is the reason why N and H, was it the H letter this month, and the ilm is pretty fucking bad as well, from what I'm hearing.
Yes, the H was first, and then right after that, M showed up.
Right. Oh, and just to make sure that we get that disinformation ticker on the bottom, some counties in North Carolina are reporting more than 500 bodies dead in a single day. So your alphabet soup channels telling you that there's only 200 people dead, somebody show me a different fucking clip, because that's
And
making me
apparently our
angry.
government is not going out there to help them.
No, FEMA's fucking them off. Whenever, okay, look what Kamala has done for you, but look what the Trump family is doing for you. And that's all I got to say about that subject. They're not even in the presidential area, but the Trump family is helping people out down there. There are famous people down there helping people. What is the White House doing for you besides sitting on their thumbs, sitting and twiddling on their thumbs? Yes, sitting on their thumbs and twiddling their thumbs, sitting.
Next and I bet please. All those people that are helping each other build their stuff back up belong on any side of that bird.
It's the whole layer of the onion that I've presented for an hour and a half here, bro. It's fucking insane. Do you actually think they give a fuck about you? They're the reason why this shit's going on. It's called Hungarian dialect. We will create a problem just to hand you a solution.
Which is this stuff is the distraction that you are supposed to pay attention to while something else behind the scenes is going on.
Yeah, what's really going on? We're trying to figure out how to get all these mail-in voter ballots to say the proper name on them so that we can have all this done before it shows up. So there's actually a fighting chance for the red wall to be conquered because we faked all the fucking mail-in early ballots like we always do every year. Remember, okay, the popular vote,
all the dead people.
The popular vote that was won by Hillary whenever Trump won the election, go subtract those two numbers. Go find the difference of those two numbers. Realize what I just said. Hillary won the popular vote whenever Trump got elected into office. Go subtract those numbers. And that's how many people that they have free to vote. Free votes. Free votes automatically, whatever party they choose for it to be. And that's their starting wave. That's their first wave of votes that they automatically have, no matter what. One party gets all those votes.
Yep. It's not even worth voting anymore because you won't even get heard.
The voting systems are rigged, man. And
they are.
What? Let me go get something so I can show it just to show it without actually playing it.
Don't believe the narrative because the narrative is false. That is really the misinformation. And I don't care where you freaking hear the narrative. Because a lot of people have the so-called narrative, but yet it's not really what's going on. Always think the opposite of what's going on.
All right. So, there's this guy right here. His name is this shit that I can't ever pronounce properly whenever I'm trying to explain to people. And this is your video right here. It's right here. It's this one right here. Why democracy is mathematically impossible. That video right there proves that the basic establishment of voting itself is rigged. So therefore, any other potential rigging that anybody states about voting, the whole system, from how it is calculated to everything counted, it's always leaning in favor of a single side. No matter which side it is, it will lean in favor of that side.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the point. And it's not that, it's the whole trick. The popular vote thing, that's the one person decides the vote of everybody fucking else. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if there's 3 people voting or 30 million people voting. One person decides the vote in a popular vote. First past the poll, that's simple. That's the first one he explains. And once you get to a certain number, once you've figured out that mathematically these are the numbers I need and these are the numbers I don't have to worry about, it's done. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game. It's a game. It's a game. Everything's a game. And once you figure out the game, you can figure out how to win the game. And that's the point why I'm here. Let's get back to reality itself. I'm not here to play reality. I am here to win reality. Which, oh, I can't do that from this side. Which is which? Here we go. This. Thank you very much, Queen, for your contribution.
Oh, you're welcome.
Goes back to the beginning of everything. Back whenever all matter was within a Planck length size, infinite mass object. And then it expands. And between the time that it's Mars size and solar system size, behold the glory of the first cause. There's this ripple that goes out. And somebody explained it like a whole bunch of pebbles being dropped into a river at the same time. And I'm like, well, they have to be dropped perfectly in exact synchronistic spots all at the exact same time to make all the circles interact at the exact same time. All right, now back to what I was stating. At the moment that the entire sphere of everything was expanding, and it was right before it went from Mars size to solar system size, there was the sound that echoed and radiated. And at a point where a precise point, like right before it decided to, and yes, it's very difficult to explain. Right before it went from Mars size to solar system size, there was an echoing sound that radiated. And whenever that sound got to a specific point where it was echoing with each other, it began to expand, which caused where every star, galaxy, planet, piece of particle is in our entire cosmos. Behold the glory of the first cause. That sound created everything. Oh, she lost connection or something. I have no idea. I'm in the big studio. But during that point in time, light spawned. Once it went from the solar system size to its next step, that's whenever light began to spawn. That's what I'm trying to get out here. What occurred was a split between that. Now, I have to go this way. I don't have that on demand, do I? No, I don't. It's right chair. Right chair. And right chair. So left chair. Left chair. So left chair is right here. So there was a split, and this object and this object was created. Let me make sure that can be seen in its presentation. That sounds about exactly what's going on. Your babysitter took control of your device is what occurred. So this split became known as this is duality. And the first one I presented was collective, which have been misrepresented as Christ, this one, and Luciferian, because of Christians need to put their finger in everything and need to translate everything and retranscribe everything and redo everything, rework everything, remake everything, and then turn around and point at everything that they took shit from and call them liars. Oh, but never mind. Sorry about the rant from the other energy flowing through the conduit. But the point is that we take these two pieces and we reunite them together, and we get this object, which is the cosmos itself. I am here to win reality. I am not here to play reality. Weasel, 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 outro. What's an outro? Oh no. Shit don't want to load. Not loading, not loading, not loading, not loading, not loading, not loading. If we find something I'm having a brain fart, everybody. I don't think I put these up here. Okay. So please excuse the massive dead air delay because I'm being slow. What do we do? Yes, everyone, we're looking for outro songs. So if you don't care anymore, have a nice afternoon. If somebody does give a flying rat's ass to come up and have a conversation about something, this is literally your last chance to decide to come up here and do something. Other than that, I'm looking for a few songs to finish this off with. And honestly, I don't even know what to throw up here. As I say, as I say that we have an outro set up, the bell has rang. If anybody has an issue or complaint or whatever, they're releasing 2 albums. There's 2 albums that drop tomorrow. While I sit here and fight the current, fight the power, fight the power, fight the power, fight the power, fight the power. Well, we have people waiting around. No, that's nobody. That's us, by the way. There ain't nobody else. You want to bet? Stick a poll out and say bet. Because there's 2 of me and 1 of you. And I see the number 3. So that means nobody's here. Next question. So, we are doing this. Why is that out of order? You're an asshole. All right, here we go with this outro. Getting the fuck out of here.
I'm in pain. This, let go of everything. This is my let go. Go of everything. Let go. Who would you be without me? Tell me. Do you like me? Well, death can have me when it earns me.
They created these circumstances. What caused me to despair is this world itself. This counterfeit world. Look at me. There's nothing in my heart.
Breathe it in. That's fear. You're not brave. Better breath. In the first battle, when the shadows first lengthened, one stood, and those that tasted the bite of his sword named him the Doomslayer.
I'll let you live so you can take a message to your master for me. Tell him the Black Swordsman has come.
I crushed their dreams. I don't know what this feeling is, but I like it. A striker!
conclusion given the circumstances. But, you see, that sort of thinking ignores one critical component of war.
And that would be what? Indulge me.
Our chief strategists are far too rational. In a way, it makes them blind to the real world. And thus, they've completely overlooked something crucial. Rationalism and pragmatism are not the only things that drive human actions. At our cores, we are all still foolish creatures.
You're suggesting that humans are merely beasts? That we're still slaves to our baser instincts without care for logic?
I hate to be the one who has to tell you this, Lieutenant Colonel. Knowledge of history. Though I guess I really mean my own history. My own personal experiences and memories.
Explain how you know, then.
I have seen hatred personified. It burned in the eyes of a man promising retribution no matter what the cost. I have seen the moment when a talented soldier lost all reason and gave himself over to anger. I've witnessed countless acts of vengeance. They remembered something that I'd forgotten. That I have personally experienced the irrationalism of humanity. I know what happens when emotions make someone unreasonable. No matter how much we believe we've modernized, no matter what social constructions we pledge to live by, humans continue to be foolish creatures. We think we're so advanced, but when pushed, we still prioritize emotion over logic. When a human being's overcome with hatred, they'll keep fighting without concern for self-interest or reason, regardless of what they might stand to gain or lose.
Now you will understand why you fear the dark. Hoping to meet your maker. They don't exist. I've seen the others' nuts while you go. Look into my eyes. I want to remember this. Your life won't flash before your eyes. It just ends.
Drop the competition arrow, breaking out the motherfucking arrow. See for rest, they shadow knocking at the whip, but I got more swing than the fucking gallows. I'm a shepherd like a bloody rider to the stars, standing right in front of me. It's me, I guess I'm at the mark. Step up with the rhetoric, he gon' try to pull my card. I don't give a fuck, cause I know you don't know who the fuck you are. Cause the motherfucking stacked up, really wanna be the one to pull up in the mag top. Never give a fuck, make a punch, take a bag up, move with the wind, dissipate like a phantom. Take him up, got a bag for the ransom, nobody knows how you give a random. One time for the motherfucking anthem, from us, I'm murderous, still like a phantom. Everybody drop to the motherfucking deck, bitch.
That little voice saying there's still hope. It's lying.
I will never stop until I'm motherfucking dead, bitch. Never made a lot, now this music shit is endless. I'ma keep on pushing till my legacy is set.
They've already forgotten you. When it all goes dark, you don't wake up anywhere else. Now is when I wear your face as a mask. Your death will be in vain. And I like that.
See motherfucking double kicker for the gunner, and I do it like the weather of a never think another, cause it's representative to maintain the main break with the vein to no shame, bitch, you can't take. I've been sick, never sick. How did they be sick? How did you been from the whole thing? Someone lift up in my brain.
You can beg for mercy. It won't help. But go on. You should thank me. You can rest now. I never will.
You motherfucker really wanna be the one to pull up on the wheel, wait a minute, bitch, that back. I'ma be the one to get a motherfucker jumping to the base, to the rip so quick, who dead? So when it's all, now give me the bone, I'm taking the bone. When I pop up, then I fall flat, then I'm gonna match swag with a back from back. I don't need that motherfucker, who back? Coming from the cut, they try, they losing the sound. I'm trying to make my brothers proud, you know I'm doing it now. These other rappers can't compete, they fucking hate when they down. I came from nothing, now they just can't keep my name.
You're nothing.
Nagato, it's time for me to ask you a few questions. What happened to Yahiko?
Ah, yes. There was such a fellow once, wasn't there? But he died a long time ago.
Nagato, what happened?
Nothing happened. Nothing except for the war. Too many people died in this land. All that pain forced me to grow up.
What does that mean?
That even innocent, foolish children grow up in the face of pain. Until their thoughts and beliefs are the same as adults.
But abandoning one's love for his friends and fellow man, is that really what it means to become an adult?
Oh, Sensei. You are still merely a man. However, I, mired in endless pain, have matured and become much. All my words and thoughts have become absolute. Poor Sensei, you're still only human. It's not your fault if you don't understand what I'm saying. Things that I couldn't see when I was human are clear to me now that I'm a god. And being a god, I realize that there are things I can do which mortal men cannot even dream of. Or to put it more simply, I have evolved beyond that. At last, I'm going to put an end to this senseless, war-riddled world. This will be my sacred deed. All of humanity, all the nations will learn what pain truly is. It is still in the process of maturing, that it's still on the path to stability. Pain will make the world grow up, just like it forced us to grow up. In order for the world to develop to the point where it can think and walk on its own, it needs the help of a god's hand.